Hello you guys, it is Monday and welcome to another weekly vlog. I have to say that I'm just so excited that today is today. Because today is a new day and today is not yesterday. Yesterday was a horrible day. Basically, I was pretty much home alone for the day, but someone had left the dog outside, so she woke me up. I had only gotten like an hour and a half of sleep. So the dog woke me up, and once I was up. And I had run out of my Lovenox, my blood thinning injections. We're kind of fighting a little bit with my hematologist right now because they are saying I have no refills left, so I have to come in and be seen. Normally I'd be happy to oblige, but the problem is that they are in Maryland and I am in Massachusetts and I need them now. We are trying to get in with the hematologist here in Massachusetts, but the people in Maryland are also making it difficult for me to transfer my records. So yesterday I had not had my blood thinning injection. And if you guys remember, I talked about it in my last vlog, I have some collapsing in the veins around my brain and I was already feeling pretty sluggish with that. We think I might have some kind of clotting disorder. We are not sure yet what it is. Hopefully when I finally get to see this new hematologist, we can get that figured out. But basically, I'm on all of these blood thinners because they think I have a bunch of little clots, and because I have so much narrowing, it would be pretty easy for a clot to get stuck, which is a bad thing. That's what causes people to have strokes. So, I was home alone, didn't have my blood thinners, started to feel really weird. Got a really bad headache. I was really nauseous, started to not feel myself. I was just so confused. I didn't know where anyone had gone. I didn't understand what was going on. And then I don't remember most of the rest of the day. But I do remember my mom did get home at some point. CVS had been very kind and they gave us 2 days worth of injections to hold us over until we could hopefully get those scripts. So I took that and I started to feel a lot better. But then I started to realize that I think something happened. And I think it was a TIA, also known as a trans ischemic attack. We mostly call them mini strokes. It is something that I've had before. And I remember how I felt afterwards, and that's how I felt yesterday. I was not in good shape last night. I had like a complete eye droop on the left. Definitely a bit of a lazy eye situation, but as you can see, all is good now. So that was kind of freaky, and by the time I had the clarity of mind to realize that's what probably happened, it wasn't really worth going to the hospital anymore because I had already treated it pretty much the same way that the hospital would, and I didn't feel like sitting in an ER for a million years and catching some kind of flu. And so that was kind of a lot yesterday, and unfortunately that is not the end of the story. As I was getting ready for bed, I was accidentally exposed to one of my very strong mast cell triggers and started a pretty bad reaction. I was in rough shape, so as soon as I smelled that smoke, I just started running towards my parents' bedroom because I knew that this was going to be bad. I made it just about to the family room before I collapsed, and I was able to crawl pretty much halfway down the hall before I lost consciousness. Luckily, my mom was a fast responder and was able to catch me before I hit my head. So we got me in bed, we got me Benadrylled, we got me nebulized, and I shook for a bunch of hours and finally fell asleep. And then I woke up and it was today, and today is so much better. Nothing quite makes you appreciate your normal more than having a really bad day. My goodness, now I'm just kind of tired and feeling really weak. Anytime I've had like a TIA or when I had my stent placed, for the next week or so, I was just really weak. It's like my body doesn't feel like my body. It feels like I'm operating it, but not like it's mine. That is the weirdest way to explain anything. That makes no sense, but it just kind of feels like it's full of sand and it's just heavy and hard to drag around. But hey, I am lucky. I'm okay. It wasn't a full-blown stroke. There will be no permanent damage. So we move on. It's saline time, saline time. I always get really excited for saline on Mondays because that's when I'm like desperate for it, but I wanted to show you guys just how nerdy and bored I was. I painted my little quarter for the IV pump. You probably can't see very well because it doesn't want to focus, but now it's got little roses on it. What a weirdo, Christina. Don't you have better uses of your time? And if you're like, well, what the heck is she talking about with her quarter? And a few vlogs ago, I mentioned my IV pump. It has this little mechanism that you have to turn to lock the bag in. And for some reason, it doesn't have a tool that locks it in. So my nurse recommended using a quarter. I did get kind of mixed messages in my comment section. Some of you were like, oh, mine had a key for it. Whoever was the previous owner of that pump probably just lost it. That is a pretty real possibility. But a lot of you also said that you use like a screwdriver or a penny. So I guess if they do come with a key, I am not the only one who got ripped off. Hello, good Tuesday morning, you guys. Today I am totally repping the Fry Life. I found my t-shirt and I'm wearing my awesome new leggings from Mary. I'm very excited. They are so comfortable. Thank you, Mary. I know that you're having kind of a hard week and I'm really sorry about that. We're all here to support you. Feel better. I am really excited for PT today because my physical therapist is finally home. She was only gone for a week, but it felt like a million years. It's actually kind of scary how much my body relies on her. Update on the breathing problems. I told you guys that I wanted to get back on like a preventative medication for my lungs because I didn't want to keep using my emergency meds. So they did put me back on Flovent. It's something that I have taken in the past and not reacted to. So it was the logical first step, and I'll be taking my second dose this morning. Hopefully that'll build up a little bit and help me to breathe. Oh, and look at that. More Fry Life merch. I put my decal on my aero chamber. I've been so used to using the nebulizer that I just had the aero chamber packed up in some bag somewhere and we had to track it down and wash it out and everything. So, got my aero chamber now. And now we gotta head out. Guys, I'm so happy to have my PT back in town. I missed her so much. My body missed her so much. I think that she probably just adjusted literally every single body part that I have. I feel so much better now. And I can't wait to surprise my dad because she was just in Ireland and I had her pick up like a little keychain for him in Ireland that says Doherty on it because that's our last name and we're Irish, and it's just, my dad is gonna be so excited. I can't wait to give it to him. Even my head feels so much better. She like is able to do some kind of magic that helps your head to drain, and you guys know I was having problems with that for the last week. I just feel like so clear-headed, like a different person. My headache is so much better. I swear my head feels like it's like 10 pounds lighter. Is it just me, or is Amazon being a little bit extra with their packaging lately? Like, I just came home to this package addressed to me, and let's see what's inside, shall we? What could it be? Is it a book? Is it a movie? Is it a sweatshirt? It was this. A tiny little thing of thread in this package. Come on, Amazon. You gotta get your act together. For a company that's like named after a jungle, this is not good for the environment. And that's all you're gonna get because my camera keeps dying. The piano is something that I have had to relearn quite a few times. First, I had to learn how to play without looking at my hands because I could no longer look down. Then when my fingers started to get bad, I had to learn to play without hurting or dislocating any fingers. And then when I was in rehab, I had to like completely relearn everything. My control over my left hand isn't very good. I can still control it, but it's a little bit delayed. So I had to learn to think a beat ahead with my left hand, and that's really confusing. So I will probably never be a famous pianist, but I do like to have a little fun here and there, and that's what matters. Okay, so usually when I am running an IV infusion, I work on a project or a craft that I'm working on, and usually I work on my Etsy orders. Today, I tried to log into my Etsy and I was completely locked out of it because I had it set up with my old credit card number and I was waiting on my new credit card number. So I couldn't get access to my account to see what I needed to work on. But then when I was on Etsy, I saw somebody selling these really cool like fingerless gloves, and I was like, I want fingerless gloves. For some reason, ever since it started to get kind of cold outside, my hands have just been really sore. So I was like, I can totally crochet that. I can figure that out, right? The problem is that I don't know how to crochet fingerless gloves. I know how to crochet one thing, and that is a square, but I was quite ambitious, so I decided to try it out. And this is the final result. I'm pretty sure I might have made up a stitch, and if any professional crocheter looked at this up close, they would probably cry. But I'm kind of proud of it. But here's the dilemma. When you make one hand warmer, you have to make another hand warmer. And I have no idea how I did this. This is what happens when I get bored. I create a new hobby. Hello guys, it is Wednesday now, and look. Second hand warmer. Procrastination is a powerful drug. Oh, and speaking of drugs, okay, so they finally came through on my blood thinning injections. We finally got that figured out. We're still kind of fighting them on the nausea medication. If they don't end up coming through on that, we're gonna have to pay like at least $100 a month out of pocket, which would be kind of crazy. And now they're having a hard time filling my cromolyn sodium prescription, which is a very important medication for me. That is my mast cell stabilizer. I think that the problem is that they just don't have it in stock, which happens to us quite frequently with this medication. I get that it's not a very commonly used medication, but you would think that they would like have some kind of system that tells them like, hey, this person is about to run out of her medicine, you might want to order some. But no, every month is the same struggle. It's just a bigger issue this time because we are leaving again on Saturday for Maryland, and if I don't have that filled by then, we would have to try to get the prescription transferred to the CVS in Maryland, which is something we've had to do before, and it is so frustrating. I'm just honestly really tired of it being so difficult to get medications filled. And these are just like allergy meds and nausea meds. I can't even imagine what some of you guys are going through who are on narcotics and opiates. I hear so many horror stories about that, and I am like very sorry. The whole system is really messed up, and it really is designed right now to make it difficult for patients to get what they need. My home nurse actually just told me that they are expecting another IV saline shortage. That's just another wonderful thing to think about, is that like my saline could possibly be in jeopardy. Like I said in my last vlog, it's like really scary to be so reliant on these things. We're really just at the mercy of our doctors and insurance companies and pharmacies. But one thing that I am doing is I just ordered this. This is activated quercetin, and this is a dietary supplement, so it's not considered a medication, but it's medication. And it is supposed to be a natural mast cell stabilizer. Recently, all of a sudden, I kind of just, on a whim, decided to order some. I think I'm going to actually try it right now. I'm gonna just open it up and dissolve it and put it through the tube. Okay, let's open it up and see. This is gonna sound stupid, but they smell kind of like the pickle flavored Pringles to me. This looks like it's as dissolved as I'm going to be able to get it. It's really an appetizing color, I have to say. Okay. Okay, well, here goes nothing. Alright, now we wait to see if anything happens. Okay, well guys, it's been about 5 minutes since I took the quercetin. I think it's safe to say that my body doesn't like it. I'm feeling really sick, and I'm actually going to try to see if I can use the syringe to pull some of it out of my stomach, get some of it out of my system. I'm getting really dizzy, so darn it. So it is much later and I am about to go to bed, but I am realizing that I forgot to update you on what happened with the quercetin pills. Does anyone want to buy 99 quercetin capsules? I honestly kind of can't believe how fast I started reacting. Not even like 5 minutes after I had taken it, all of a sudden I was just kind of hit by that wall. If you guys have mast cell issues, you might know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like when you open an oven and it feels like you just get like hit by this wall of heat. And then the dizziness hit and I figured, oh well, I'll give it a few minutes. But then my breathing started to become a little bit labored and I could feel it burning in my stomach. I was like, shoot, I just took it. And so luckily I hadn't taken any medications for quite a while before that, and I had stopped my feeds for a while. So my stomach was pretty much empty besides the quercetin and the water that I used to put it through the tube. And so I made the disgusting decision to just empty out my stomach contents with a syringe. It's not something they really recommend doing through your feeding tube. You know, you don't want to pull out your medications and your stomach acid, that's important, but in this context, I just needed to get that out. So I did that, and my reaction calmed down quite a bit. I did my nebulizer, took some Benadryl. So this one didn't work out for me this time. Let me know if you guys have ever tried quercetin and if it was helpful for you. Still not feeling super great, but was able to salvage the night. Donnie came over and we just chilled. I had a few of you guys message me like, ooh, who's Donnie? And Donnie's my best friend. He's one of those friends who's honestly just more like family than a friend, but he will always be just a friend. We would not make a good couple. Hello you guys, it is Thursday. As far as you know, it's still kind of Thursday. I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's Thursday. Today was a day. I thought I had experienced the worst of my allergic reaction yesterday. Turns out I was totally wrong. Today was a mast cell rebound day if I have ever seen one. I had a lot of really severe stomach pain, so I mostly spent the day curled up in the fetal position. But I was finally able to get some custom Etsy orders done, and I did a lot of my packing, which you guys know I absolutely loathe, but I think I'm getting better at it. I don't know, I'm either getting better at it or I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. It's just like more compact this time. Oh, and look, I don't know if you guys remember on Facebook, like, I don't know, like a year ago, this thing was going around. It was like a Kickstarter. And you guys tagged me in it so many times that you peer pressured me into ordering it. I haven't tried it out just yet. I was actually kind of surprised to get this in the mail. I honestly thought I would never see it. But here it is, you guys. This is travel watercolors in the form of paper sheets. Like, this is the paint. This is the paint. You wet it and then you use it like watercolors and then it dries back to paper, I guess. I don't know, it's really cool. It's marketed for like people on the go. I'm going somewhere, so I'm packing it and we'll see how it works. You guys seriously wanted to see this so badly, so this is for you guys. And they even put my name on it. This is so stinking fancy. I feel like I don't deserve this. Anyway, got my watercolors, got my vision therapy stuff, saline pump, camera, toiletries, clothes, and of course I have my whole other bag of medical stuff already packed in the front. So I think I'm good to go. I just need to finish packing up my bag of like art stuff and Etsy packing stuff because I am going to be finishing a few orders when I get there. But yeah, I guess I'm pretty ready to leave. Oh, it's finally feeling like fall again. Glorious, glorious fall. It is so nice out today. It's actually a little bit chilly and I am so excited about that. I feel like I could just breathe better. Oh. Why is it always the really nice days that I have to have physical therapy and just be in the car all day? Oh, I feel like I could sit outside forever this morning. Oh well. I'm super bummed because it's like finally feeling like fall and then we're about to go down south where it's a little bit warmer. I hope it's still nice out like this there. Amazon, this whole giant box for just this little thing of oils. Oh my gosh. Seriously. I need to go to sleep. I am so beyond the realm of tired. It is ridiculous. Oh, I hate the day before going away. I went to PT, came home, and I had a nurse come access my port, who, by the way, was super nice, and she was a new nurse. I really liked her. Then I had to pack up like all my art supplies, and I made like 7 pieces of jewelry, 7 Etsy orders, because I didn't want to bring all of the stuff that I needed for those. Those are done, but I'll have to send them from Maryland. And now my body has just totally had it. I always do this to myself, but there's really no way around it. Like, a lot of stuff has to be done last minute. The real last minute stuff happens tomorrow morning. Like all of the medical supplies, the nebulizer, pumps, chargers, pillows, blankets, all the stuff that I still need tonight. In the end, it is all worth it. It has been about a year exactly since I started my TMJ treatment at this practice. I have already experienced more symptom relief than I have in the previous like 11 years of treating my TMJ. This guy knows what he's doing, he knows what he's talking about, and he's worth the drive and the packing. I'll talk to you guys in the morning when hopefully I have a little bit more spunk. Hello you guys, it is Saturday and we are in the final stages of packing and we'll probably be heading out in a few minutes. We're having a lot later of a start than I had hoped for and anticipated, but I slept through like all 4 of my alarms, and then I guess my mom just decided to let me sleep as long as possible. I'm not quite sure if I agree with that decision because I would have rather just like slept in the car and then got there, but I think I really needed the rest. So it's good to start out the trip a little bit recharged. A few of you guys asked me if I had announced the winner for the Vlogmas yet, and yes, I have. I announced it on my Instagram story. I messaged the winner already. So if you didn't get a message from me, unfortunately, you did not win this time. But I was honestly so blown away by how many people entered and how much you guys really wanted to win this product. So I will definitely be doing a giveaway for that again soon. I'm never quite sure which like sizes and patterns to get. I guess zebra would be like a no-brainer, but I wear a size medium. I think a lot of people wear a size large. It goes by weight. So like if you're under 130 pounds, then they recommend medium. If you're over 130 pounds, then they recommend large. I'm not quite sure how accurate your weight is compared to your face size, but for me it seems to be true. So just let me know if most of you guys would wear a medium or a large. That way next time I do a giveaway, I'm making sure I'm giving away a product that you guys want and can use. I will check in with you guys when we are on the road. We're gonna probably be getting there pretty late tonight. That's okay, we're total night owls anyway. We are on our way out of here. It is really chilly today, actually. I'm getting really excited. It's really nice out, but I've noticed like my joints have been hurting a lot more when I get cold, especially my hands. So I've been wearing a lot of these like little fingerless gloves. But yesterday, my friend Tamber, she sent me this like little rice sock. It's just like rice and a sock and you can put it in the microwave. And I have just been living for this. I've just been holding it like I fell asleep holding it last night. This is a really great idea if you get a lot of pain in your fingers. So thank you so much, Tamber. The timing was really perfect on this. All right, onward. Hi guys, I think we're a little bit more than halfway through the drive. We've made it to New Jersey. It's been a pretty easy drive so far, except for the fact that I've really subluxed my hip pretty badly, so I can't actually move my left leg, and I'm really in some pretty bad pain. It's not exactly the ideal thing to have happen on a 10-hour car ride, but it is what it is, and hopefully I can kind of maneuver it back into place. It's already starting to feel a little bit better because we have heated seats in the car, so I turned on the heated seat, and that helped with some of the muscle spasms. Vlogging in public is so awkward. My mom just ran into the rest stop, and like, I'm getting so many weird looks. I already get a lot of weird looks because of the neck brace, and then I'm also talking to a camera. This one guy is just like staring at me. I'm gonna wave. Okay, he stopped staring at me. I'm gonna turn this off. Look who inherited slash borrowed slash stole my hand warmers.
Beg, borrow, or steal. I begged.
I think I know what I'm making everybody for Christmas now because everybody likes them. And Lauren tried them on. She didn't want to give them back either. Okay guys, we made it. I might have been kind of confusing you because I've definitely been confusing myself. So we drove to Maryland, which is where we're staying, which is more like an 8-9 hour car ride. But my appointments are all in Virginia, which is like 2 hours away. So if we had driven straight to Virginia, it would have been more like 10 hours, but we're staying in Maryland just because we have friends here and we prefer to stay here. But we'll just be driving back and forth when I have appointments. If that was confusing, that would be why. But now we're here. We've made it. My hip is doing a little bit better. I got it in place and it's bearing weight, so that is good news. I kind of can't believe that we made it. And we made it here with my allergy meds and my nausea meds and my blood thinning injections. Everything worked out. So since it's Saturday night, I guess that means it's time to end the vlog. If you liked this video, it'd be cool if you would give it a thumbs up. That really does help it to get out there more, raise a little bit more EDS awareness. If you want to see videos like this every week, then it would be awesome if you would join our little family here and subscribe. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!